During the xenophobic attacks in South Africa, he stepped into the shoes. He did it when the war in Ukraine began. He again rose to the occasion. And now, as the Sudan war gets into a very tough situation, Onyeama, an Igbo man from the east, has again risen up to the occasion. Whereas the MC Oluomo and the rest of the touts that Bola Tinubu and his Yoruba elite group has raised over the years have no economic value, international value, developmental value to this country. All they do is to bully, intimidate, and oppress, suppress voters' will and interest. Time now for Nigeria to stand up to the occasion. It is Onyeama. Whereas some idiots are saying Yoruba for Yoruba jobs. You see it? You see the difference? When they say you should work smart, you say no, you want to work hard. Now, this is God bless Onyeama of AirPeace Nigeria. God bless you. A perfect time to show to these people that have been raising idiots. You think you raise politicians? You think that is the solution to our problem? Politicians that do not have character and integrity, liars, inept, inefficient, ineffective, unqualified. Now it is AirPeace that is going to rescue Nigerians, irrespective of the tribe and religion. AirPeace. See them now. This is what we have been saying. Yeah, they say Easterners should go. They don't have value. They should get out. Blah 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 blah. We're rising up. Forget the narratives you are seeing on Twitter and Facebook. It is what has Buhari done? Buhari died. Exactly what? If this man open his mouth and explain the kind of corruption, the kind of oppression, suppression that he would have received from government all this year, but because he stood his ground, where there is a will, there is a way. It's a will that has kept this man in business. Because of course, as a media person, I know there has not been a single license approved for radio stations since Buhari became president. None. Once radio station, you are seeing that they are buying license from already existing licenses. That's how inept this government was. The government has been. You see now. No, Yoruba should refuse to enter the plane. Hausa should refuse to enter the plane. Ibibio should refuse to enter the plane because it's an Igbo man plane. That's the problem. When we want to get this right, when we want to get leaders to lead this country, we'll be asking what tribe is he speaking, which language, where is he from. When he wants to get solutions to our problem, we don't care anymore. That's what has kept us in perpetual bondage. Deceit, delusion, denial, hypocrisy, tribalism, sentiment. But now an Igbo man plane is coming to pick Nigerians from all religion, all tribes, and nobody is saying no, he shouldn't. He should pick only Igbos, he should. That's the problem. When I talk, they say, go and look at people that are attacking comments in comment section. Most of them, 90%, they are Yorubas because you feel that they want to take your better. Whereas I've been to Lagos. I was in Lagos a couple of weeks ago. Come and see the mess happening. I'm sure when it rains, I'm safe when it rains. Some people in Lagos are praying that it should not rain. It should not rain. They are praying against God's gift because government has refused to do what is right. Yet you think it's Igbo man that is a problem. Don't worry. I pray the court gives back the stolen mandate to who deserves it. If the court refuses, we will be here. We'll see who will cry the most. When the Northerners ask that, oh, fighting Tinubu, fighting Buhari is fighting the North. Oh, he needs to finish the Yaradua term. Today, okay? Is he finishing the Yaradua sufferings? Who is suffering the most? Who are those that cannot even travel? At least in Edo State where I belong, it's when you are traveling to Edo know that you have most of these insecurity issues. At least traveling within the Edo South, you're almost safe. That's the problem. If you deceive yourself now, the reality will be done on you in no distant time. Thank you, Onyeama. And this is not even trying to play the tribal card. But this is reminding us as Nigerians that we are one Nigeria. And that we should treat all issues as though we are one. When we want to vote for presidency, we are saying no. I'm a Yoruba first before I became a Nigerian. This is Emi Lokon, Yoruba Lokon. Suffering Lokon Oko, Wahala Lokon Oko, insecurity Lokon Oko, Naira falling Lokon Oko, economic fluctuation Lokon Oko. Yes, now. Kidnapping Lokon, banditry Lokon. Everything will Lokon on your head. Never see anything. Now AirPeace now want go rescue, want go bring Nigerians. Where are your people? Where are the airplanes? Where are the private jet? Where are the money Tinubu has been keeping all these years? What does he use them for? The people was going to go and show them certificate of return. Where are they now? All of them are fighting for their selfish interests. When Nigerians are lobbying now for lobbying for appointment, a man is saying, how do I help Nigeria the more? God will bless you, Onyeama. God will bless you. God will bless you. I don't know you, but God will bless you. God will raise you higher than all these people that became richest billionaire and richest men, that with government monopoly and capitalism that benefited them. In recent sense. Say let's create a level playing field. Some of these people you are celebrating now, they will become broke because now government give the license, they monopolize the government. We know. Say more could not turn on social media. You know, keep deceiving yourself. God bless you. Share this video. Let this be a testament to the fact that you see a Southeasterner has risen up to the occasion. MC Oluomo rose up to the occasion in the election to suppress people. Somebody has risen up to defend the integrity of this country. But look, Pastor, he raised men. Which men? Where are the men? He raised boys. He raised puppets. He raised sycophants. He raised hungry people who cannot feed without government financing, who cannot live without government contract and positions. Those are the men he raised. Is this kind of men that we should honor? This one should be given GCFRO. Onyeama, GCFRO, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic. He deserves it. They're not this idiot parading themselves as Tinubu's boys. Get them on the phone that they fear now.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyeama, over the weekend said that the federal government is working very hard to ensure the safe evacuation of Nigerians as fighting continues in the country. The minister, during a live television interview, said that about 5,500 Nigerians are in Sudan and over 80% of them are students. Speaking on the efforts made by the government to evacuate Nigerians, the minister said that the major goal is to get the approval of the Sudanese government to provide security, as the only viable way out of the country is by road, which is not safe. This is as Nigerian students, under the aegis of the National Association of Nigerian Students, Sudan chapter, in a statement asked their colleagues to converge on 3 locations in Gadaref to plan their escape to neighboring Ethiopia by road. Meanwhile, the chairman and CEO of AirPeace Airlines, Onyeama, has expressed willingness to evacuate stranded Nigerians. Onyeama stated this during an interview on This Day Live. The airline owner said that if Nigerians could be moved to a neighboring country, the airline will fly there and evacuate them, as Sudan's airspace is presently closed for civil aviation flights. I mean, this is the challenge, the major challenge in Sudan, which is the amount of Nigerians, which is like 5,000, like I said. This is the challenge of, getting them out of that country. But it is refreshing to hear the chairman of AirPeace Airlines saying that he is going to try to evacuate Nigerians. I mean, this is not the first time that we are seeing Onyeama doing this for Nigerians, but also I saw a viral tweet from Adeyanju, who wrote, "AirPeace should help us evacuate all Nigerian citizens in Sudan. Waiting for our government might be a waste of time. Help Onyeama." I mean, this tweet went viral because some people were talking about the fact that how is it that the government is always abandoning their people and, try to get private citizens involved in what the government should do. Ayo, really quickly on this story.
Right, very quickly, I'm glad that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Geoffrey Onyeama, has come out to speak, because a number of people had been tagging the more popular of the two in terms of dealing with Nigerians in diaspora. The chairman of NIDCOM, Honorable Abike Dabiri, who a lot of people had said we need to be speaking to the Foreign Office, the Nigerian Foreign Office. I don't think what he said was inspiring enough for us to take it on board as to, yes, he said the right things. We want to move Nigerians out. We have 80% of the 5,500 Nigerians in Sudan as being students. But we must commend the private sector, in this instance, Mr. Onyeama of AirPeace. He did it in 2019 when Nigerians were facing xenophobic attacks in South Africa. He did it in 2020 with the UK during COVID. He did it in 2022 with Ukraine, and now he's offered to do it again with Sudan. We can learn something from a private sector, an individual who owns a private business in Nigeria, for the government to be more responsible for its people outside of Nigeria. But having said all, what we want to see is our Nigerians who are in Sudan, who are trapped in Sudan, here and reconciled with their family members.
Absolutely. Rufai, your comment on this before we...
The sad reality is that we have dropped the ball before now, and anything we are saying now is medicine after death. What were we doing all this while? And the more painful thing is we'll always drop the ball. And the sad reality is that this will happen again. It's just like building collapse. Exactly what happened in Ukraine was when we had to scream our lungs out before they made arrangements to pull people out of Ukraine. We are going through that cycle again. And speaking about building collapse, the last time we built it, I said it will happen again. As 2 or 3 not happened again. Another one happened recently. So because we don't do things right, and like I say, culture will eat strategy for breakfast. We have a foreign ministry and a Nigerian government that has a way of dropping the ball. Then we start to call on Mr. Onyeama. But we thank God for the kind of heart God gave that man, that he will put all his resource down and everything. But despite all the good he's been doing, look at how the Minister of Aviation is treating those in the aviation sector in the country.